From the hallway again of our virtual Montessori environment. This quick segment is just going to be all about the different platforms that students will submit work on. So just like Microsoft Office Suite has different things like a document or a spreadsheet or a slideshow, so does Google. So I just wanted to show you where those are and the differences about when children use them to submit work. The dots at the top will allow us to get to our apps of either the document, the sheet, or the slide. And sometimes teachers will tell students and directly assign that work to them, and sometimes they'll give them the choice. If they give them the choice, then it's up to the student to remember how to properly organize that material. From outside in the hallway, if I were to create a work, let's say I have a project, it's not posted as an assignment in my classroom, but I just got off of a Google chat with my teacher and I told her I was really interested in fireflies, so now I'm going to do some research on fireflies to give to her. I might start my document from the hallway as fireflies and do a little bit of work on it and research my heart out, but I'm not ready to turn it in yet. It's not finished yet, but I'm ready to put this work aside. Right now, because I started it from out here in the hallway, not in my class, this document is not going to go and save in my class drive. It's just going to save in my student drive. There's two different homes for things. Okay, so just make sure if you're creating something in the hallway that you take time to find the right place for it to go. I need it to go from my personal drive as a student to the classroom drive and into, do I want it to go to my specials class or my regular upper L? I want it to be in my regular upper L class, and that's where I'm going to move it. So now I should be able to go back into my upper L classroom, go to the classwork tab, go to my drive, and see that there is the document I started on fireflies. So let's pretend you didn't do that. It's okay. It's not a big deal. If we had not moved it there and instead had left it where it was and clicked it there, it would just have ended up in my drive, okay, right here. But you can see students have a lot of work that they've done throughout the years with us that hasn't been organized yet. So we always encourage students to, now that they're in this classroom together, to make sure that their work goes exactly where they want it to be so they can find it later, okay? So that is when we're creating a piece of work from out here, wrong thing, sorry, from out here in the hallway. Students can do that, but that's kind of what gets us unorganized very quickly. So just be aware of that. The best way to do a work and to turn in a work would be to go directly through the assignment. So we know that there's one assignment in here that was given to us in our, I believe it was in Peace and Mindfulness maybe, or Grace and Courtesy, or nope, wait, Practical Life. There it is. So I know that this assignment here, I was given choices by Miss Andrea on how to submit this work. I could do it with a Google slide. I could do it with a Google Doc. I can put a picture in. I can do a lot of, I can draw it. So there's a lot of things I can do for this assignment. And I'd like to do it within the assignment because then I know that it's going to save exactly the way I want. So I'm going to click on the assignment. I can see it here again. But then here's where it helps me stay organized. When I'm ready to make this work, I can click here and say that I'm choosing to make a document. And as I choose to make this document, this is where I'm going to upload my work. And notice now that document is named after me as the student, and it's saved as my work. So if I were to check my drive at this point, and I'm going to show you another way to check drive. If I were to check my drive right now in my classroom and in my upper elementary classroom, there's the work I started. So when you choose to create your work within the assignment, your work automatically saves where you want it to keep you nice and organized. So you do have two choices in creating work, but one requires you to be the responsible digital citizen and move files to make sure they stay organized, and the other automatically does it for you, so it's your choice. We just wanted to show you both methods and hope that you continue being mindful of that classroom environment even though it's digital, and keep it nice and organized.